Welcome everyone. This is Kamal Bunkar and welcome to 50 Days Android course. In today's session, I will tell you about the Android Studio and all the tools that are available in Android Studio. So you can use these tools and the features of Android Studio to create your app. Okay. So first, I will tell you about the basic things. Then I will explain you other things. Okay. So first, I want to tell you few things that you have to keep remember throughout this course. Okay. So first and very important thing is every day I will show you my this XML this document file. Okay. So in this document file, I think I have to. So every day I will tell you I will show you this document file. In this document, everyday topics we will discuss. Okay, there and I will explain you which topic I will going to cover in today's session like that. Okay. So now first three important points that you have to keep remember that first point is don't do rote learning. Okay. Because we are not going to write the exam for Android Studio. Okay. Or Android language. We have to develop our app. So we will do smart work. Okay. And all you have to do is to just remember the procedure. Okay. Use the concept. What concept is uh, very important to develop an Android app. Okay. Which thing you have to do in real time app. Okay. I will explain you all these things, but don't try to keep remember all the method and all the keywords. There is no use. Okay. Android Studio will provide all the methods and keywords that will associate with any buttons or anything like that. So for example, I will tell you, I just want to show you, like suppose I want print a log. So in log thread, there is many options like debugging log, error log. Okay. So if suppose I want to print a log, so I just write log and I will put a dot. Okay. So after that you can see there is a option available for error log. If I want to print error means I want log will be print in red line. Okay. So I will use E and D for debugging. Okay. So all this option is available. So this is the thing that I want to tell you that don't try to remember keywords and methods. Okay, just remember the procedure. What I am going to do this to write a code for Android. Okay, and second thing is for testing Android code. Okay, we use the we can use virtual device or we can use a real device, but I prefer use the real device only because the environment of virtual device is very standard, and in real world there are so many different type of manufacturers. Okay, they provide some other extra security or any other extra functions on their devices. So in real device there are the very different type of environment, so all the app will not work on all the devices. So we have to uh, test our app on real device, then we can say that our device is supporting 1,000+ devices. Okay, so in Google Play Store, means in Google Developer Console, there is the list of all the devices. When you upload your APK, means your final app, then it will show you the how many devices are supporting your app. So we will so this is the second point that we will work on real device. Okay, and third point is we have to take a help from internet. Okay, because the Google develop its Android OS every year. Okay, so every year in October and December they introduce a new OS, and so for that they depreciate the some old methods. So for example, I want to tell you or show you like there previously there was a method for tab layout. Okay, So forget about tab layout. What is this? I will tell you after that. So there was a method named as set on tab select listener. Okay. So actually tab layout is when you see WhatsApp. So you see four tabs right now. There is four tabs: call, camera, contact, like that. Okay. So if you touch any one of these tabs, so you have to call this method set on tab listener. But now this method is depreciated. Okay. So if I click on this is the best forum. Always prefer this Stack Overflow forum. Okay, there is many options. Many users write their own answers for a single question, but you have to choose the wisely, which is suitable for your code. Okay, so there you can see previously there was a method that set on tab select listener, but now it is depreciated and the new method name is add on tab select listener. Okay, so there are so many methods that over the time become depreciated, so we have to take help of these forums and other tutorials. Okay, so this way we can create a very compatible app. Okay, so these are the 3 points, and now I'm going to off my webcam and we will move to the Android Studio. Okay, so this way you can concentrate more on Android Studio. Okay. So in today's session, I will cover layout. Uh, okay. So first few 3-4 days, we will learn about the UI design of app. Okay. So there are layout options. So first I will tell you the how Android Studio work and what are the options available here. Okay. So when you open the Android Studio, create a new project once, then you will see this type of window. Okay, on this window in left side there are, you generally see these options. Okay, like that. So just scroll, open these folders. Okay, so there are in Java, for all the Java file will be go inside this there, and please remove your cursor. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so this is it. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you all these options. Okay, so first is gradle. Okay, so this is the gradle file. This is the means the first entry point of your app when it launched from your when you installed it from Google Play Store. Okay, so this file contains all the information about your app. So then, okay, so and what is your target version? So this is the version name, API name. So 15 is Jelly Bean. Okay. After that, they introduced the Lollipop and Kit Kat, Marshmallow, Nuggets. Okay. And now latest one is O. Uh, I will tell you. I will show you in after a few minutes. Okay. So this file contains the your app compatibility. Okay. So which version it will support, and below there we will use many libraries in our app. So suppose we are using a image library that can get the image from server and seamlessly show it to user. So without disturbing the view and interference, it will very smoothly display image to user. So we have to include this that file dependency there. Okay. For the jar files, jar files. Okay, so we have to include all the dependency inside this dependency tag. Okay, so this is about the gradle file. It will create an index of all these files, all these resources that we will use in our code. Okay, so now move to the second file, and this is the file name as Android manifesto file. I will show you the connection of all these files once I will uh, show you an overview about these all folders. Okay, then I will show you the connection between all these things. So this is the manifesto file. manifesto file contain the entry of these Java files. Okay, so suppose we have there, I created automatically. We don't need to write anything. What? Yeah, in gradle file we don't. Yeah, these once you create a new project. Okay, so I didn't write anything till now. This is a fresh project. I didn't write anything. These are the by default provided by the Android Studio. Okay, so you don't need to write anything. This is the first default Java file that automatically created by new project. These files, okay. There is the color.xml file, string.xml file. These are the file automatically created by Android Studio when you create a new project. Okay, I will show you once this complete. I will create a new project and I will show you everything. Okay, so this is a good question once. So okay, so in this Android manifesto.xml file, we have to write the uh, detail about these Java files. Voice is breaking. I think maybe your internet is slow. Okay, in my side here is. Let me check. Hello, my strength is correct, and this is showing everything is correct. Let me check the connection. The connection is also correct. So maybe it's in your side there is some slow internet. Okay. So where I was? Okay. So I'm in Android manifesto file. Okay. Okay. So this XML file contain the entries about this all these activities. Okay, so basically this uh, dot java file this dot java file become activity once we use this extend app compatibility activity. Okay, so it become activity, otherwise it is simple java file, or maybe you can create a handler for database. Okay, so we have to put the entry of these activities. Suppose I have there a new activity file. I just want to create a new file name as a second activity. Okay, just the type the name, do nothing. Okay, and create a extend. Don't need to write anything, just type a double p, it will pop up all the options. So we have to use app compatibility activity, just use it. Okay, and this is the we have to use this method on create. This is the entry point for your code to start execution. Okay, so once you define this is the activity, so Android OS looking for this method, so on create method, so we have to use this functions on all the our activities. Okay, so so suppose this is my second activity. So what I have to do is I have to write this activity name inside this Android manifesto file. Okay, so you can see there is the option. Once you extend this by app compatibility activity, it will show you the all the options. Okay. And do nothing. Okay, so if suppose I do not write this activity there, or do not make any entry for this second activity there, so this second activity will not work anymore. Okay, so we have to write all the activities in this XML file. Also there is the option for use the permission, because Android is very secure OS. Okay, so and it over the time getting more secure, so they introduce the user permission tags. Okay, so suppose my app want to access the internet connection. Okay, so suppose your app is a client server app, means like a e-commerce app or other site app. So you have to make internet connection. So for that one, we have to use this type of tag, user permission. Okay, so their network status, if I want to fetch network current status, or I want to fetch the location of user, so I have to explicitly define the permission there. Yes, the onCreate method is the main method. This is the entry point when you where this is the entry point. So in Java we have a main method. So same is there. OnCreate method is our entry point. So we will start writing code from there onwards. Okay. So this is about permission tag. Okay, there is other tag also, so receiver tag and broad services tag. So but today I will not tell you about this is some deep concept. Okay, so the common thing is whatever we will create new things, we have to make entry on this XML file. Okay, so okay, so now come to this is complete. Okay, this one is also complete. Now I'm going to inside this Java folder. Okay, so I want to show you the project location, so that way you can easily understand it. So this is the location of my project. Okay, so in C folder, in C drive, my username. Okay, and inside there is a folder name as Android Studio project. I just show you. Okay, so there is, so once you click on it, you will see your project. So I already have so many projects. So this is a project name, first project. So this is the, oh sorry, this one is the first project. So I'm going inside it, app, source. Okay, so there you can see if I have any extra library file, I will put inside this lib folder. Okay, so right now go to the source and inside it use main. Okay, so there you can see. So there are two folder, one is Java, second is res. Res means resource folder. So whatever image, string, color we will use in our app, we have to put inside this res folder. Okay, so this is the res folder. I just, okay, so this is the res folder. If I have image, okay, full size image, then I will drop it in driver folder. Okay, and if I have only icons, means I am using the 5 icons or 10 icons, then I will put inside this bitmap folder. Okay, so just click on it. So structure is same. Okay, inside res there is drivable, there is layout, there is bitmap, and there is value. Okay, so in there you can see there are 5 map folder, but there is one. The reason is you can see by default there is a Android default icon. Okay, so this is the default icon of Android. Okay, so what we have to do actually, uh, there are so many different types of devices. Okay, their screen size is very different. Some user have the tablet, some have the very small screen like a 3-inch screen, some have the 7-inch screen, some have 5.5-inch screen, like that. Okay, 4.7, 3.7, all these, there are various combination of screens. So for that Android Studio Android, for that one, we have to provide 5 different combination of a single image. Okay, I have written the combination of image there. So suppose I want to put a image icon. Okay, so what I have to do, I have to this is the minimum size. So I have to create a first image size will be 48 by 48 dp, 48 by 48 pixel, you can say. And second folder, inside this folder I will put, okay, so I have written the size combination there. So first is SDPI, second is MDPI, third is XHDPI, with double X and triple X, okay, double X and triple X. So inside this MDPI folder, you have to put a smallest image, okay, 48 by 48 pixel size. Then inside this SDPI, you have to put 72 by 72 pixel, okay, and they are 96 by 96, they are 144 by 144, and they are 192 by 190, okay. So this is about icon type image, okay, not about the full size image. For full size image there is a different combination, I will explain you. It is a 1000, it is a 1150 by 750, okay, and there are various combinations too, so I will explain you. So this is about the images. So if you want to use a image icon in your app, so you have to create 5 different combination of size of this image, okay. So now again come to our folder, okay. So this is it, okay. So there, once I again came to my Java file, okay. So this is the entry point for our app, okay. So for that one, now we have to display the user a visual where user can click or see the image, okay. There will be buttons, so we have to create a layout means a container that will contain all the buttons, edit tabs, images, checkbox, okay. So we have to create all the layout inside this layout folder, okay. res inside layout. So there you can see, if I want to associate, I want to attach this layout with our main activity, okay. So what I will do, I will use set content view r dot, okay. So r means resource, it uh, it is uh, represent this resource folder, okay. So r dot layout dot activity, activity main, so this is the layout file name, okay. So I just want to show you one more thing. So if you put r dot, okay, so it will show you all the options. So this is a drawable, so it belongs to this folder, okay. uh, There you can see map folder, string folder, style folder. All these folders there, string, style, color. Okay. So if you want to get the color, so you just call this color file, and inside it you will get anything. Okay. So right now I'm talking about layout. So just put the layout name. Okay. Okay. So this is about layout. So just look at in this layout file. There is a main layout. Actually, it is some little bit complicated, so I just make it simple. So this is the linear layout. Okay. So in XML, in this layout folder or in this layout XML file, there always be a one main layout. Okay. So it can be linear layout, it can be relative layout. Okay. So let me show you. Yeah. It can be relative layout, it can be linear layout, tab layout, table layout, tab layout, grid layout, absolute layout, fragment layout. Okay. Now the latest update is coordinate layout, or some other things are also there. So this is the text editor. If you want this in visual view, you can click on this design. So it will show you how your app will look, okay. So you can put anything inside it. So suppose I want this button. So what I will do, I will drag and drop. There is the option to drag and drop the button, or you can write there also. So there are, suppose I want to create a button again, so I just put button tag. It will ask for width of button on height of button. Okay, so leave it. I just using a match parent only, and I just want to give some name. So there you can see, once you start typing, it will show you all the options. Okay. So in XML file, we have to start the tag with Android. Okay. So I just want to give any name to this button. So I will write the text. Okay. So inside it, you have to write anything. You can write anything. So submit button, like submit button. This is the name of my button. Okay, so one more thing, by default linear layout orientation is horizontal. Okay, so all these things, text view, button, and this button will be go in horizontal way, like first, second, and third. Okay, so you have to explicitly define the orientation of your linear layout, otherwise it will arrange all the item in horizontal manner only. So there is two options, either you can use vertical, or either you can use horizontal. Okay, so I am using vertical. So now you can see in visual view there is button. Oh, it wait, so I just reduce some size. Height will be wrap content. Wrap content means it cover the area only. Wrap content. Okay, so this is my final button. This is the second button. Okay, so there it is also covering the so much area. So I just change the height of this to, oh, there is way. I will tell you about these options. There are so many options. One by one, I will tell you everything. Okay, so now, so this is about the visuals. Okay, so you can put anything, you can drag and drop, or either you can use editor directly. So we will use editor. So this is very handy way to customize your button and write everything, because if you drag and drop there, it will create so many problems. Okay, so in right side you can see there is an option. Okay, so if you want to customize these things, you can put, you just select it, it will show you options, and you can change anything. So like if I want to change this name, but right now it is button, if I just want to change it, I will click on it. Let me give the cursor. uh, the visual takes time, because oh, it is taking time, so just wait. Connection loss, not able to connect again. Let me check. Let me check. Uh, Rasmi, are you getting my voice? Yeah, your cursor is there. Some of the guys lost the connection. So wait a minute, I just tell them about it. Okay. Okay, okay. So you got it. So where I was okay. So we okay. So I was explaining you this about this button. Okay. So I can write anything. This is a visual editor. So either you can use this window to customize your button. You can put padding margins. There is option. So if I want a margin of 10 dp, dp means density pixel. Okay. So we have to put margin and dp only. So you can put 10 dp, 20 dp. Okay. So suppose I want either there is 20 dp. So where it is 30 dp, I think it takes some time. So there is the option, or either you can use their this editor. It is very much comfortable to use. Android. I am going to put margin in left side. Okay. So right now it is very close to border. Okay. So I am just want to put some margin. So I just put the Android margin. So it will tell you uh, where you want margin. So top, bottom, top, left, right, and start. Okay. So we already had this bottom, so that's why it's not there. So I want left side 40 dp. So always use dp. Dp means density pixel. Okay. So wait, it will take some time to update. So it will go there once it refresh the view. So this is what you can use. You can customize anything. Okay. I will tell you all these options one by one. So first I will complete this thing. Okay. So this is the container. There is your layout. You can put buttons, image view, edit text to write things. Okay. So suppose you want user type anything. So you have to use edit text. Okay. Match parent and height to be wrap content, and you can put anything. So it will create a blank text box. So right now, so there you can see this is a blank text box. If I put hint Android hint uh, type here. Okay. Type here. So this is a type here. Okay. And you can see this now it getting margin from left side. Okay. And this is the hint in edit text, means text box. So there you can do anything. So now come to the second point. We have learned about this layout. Okay. And there is the image option. Now Android have these features that if we want image color on our app, different colors. Okay. So we have to write the color code in this resource folder and this resource file color.xml. Okay. So there you can see there is different. This is the color code for pink. Okay. So suppose I want black color. So black color is 444. put any name. So I can either use black color. Provide this is the basically a string name. You can give any name. So but provide the identical name according to your color. So I am going to create a black color. So black color for black color use triple times six. No, six times six. Six times zero. Sorry, one, two, three, four, five, and six. For black color, we have to use six times zero. So it will create a black color. So now I want to use this black color in my activity file, my drawing file. Okay. So suppose I want the background of this layout will be black. So what I will do, I am going to create background, use background. Okay. So my color is inside this XML file. So I have to call it. So to call this XML file, put @ okay. So once you put the @, it will show you all the possible options. So there you can see the color, I think. Okay. So there is a color, black color. This is the string that I created just now. So I am going to use it. Okay. So now seeing visuals. So you can see my layout become black. Okay. So this is the right and standard way to use XML file for colors. Also same is for strings. Whatever text I want to write in our XML, our layout design, or in code. Okay, means code means in I want a button name to be changed some other names. Okay, so then I will write there only. So I can use, I can write directly there. So I can directly write the color there, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, but it is not a right way. So don't do this type of activity, because once you create a real-time project, so your project uh, have so many XML files, so many layout files. Okay, so many .java files is. So if you suppose using a color code, which is not a common, some EFG like that, FE000. Okay, so suppose this is a color you want in all the XML files, and you are there is so many XML files, means layout files is. So every time you have to put this code on there, and once you want to change this code, so you have to go to all the files and then put the color, new color there. Okay, but if you use this XML file, okay, so once I will change, make any change in this code. So suppose I just use this code. Okay, so it will reflect on all the XML file. So if suppose there is another layout file, and I just make change in this XML file, so it will reflect on all the other files too. Okay, so this is the right way. Always use this color.xml file. Same thing with this string file. So right now come to there. So there I have hard code the submit button. Okay, I have written there, but I have to use this string file. Okay, so I will create a string, provide any name. So btn name. Okay, you can write any name. There is no restriction to use names. Okay, and I want this message, this string to be so I just use this tag string, provide any name, and I will call this button name. Okay, in this XML file. So text Okay, so there you can see string. So string btn name, that's it. So when I will see in the visual view, I will see the same things. Okay, submit button name is there. So it will, once the Android OS read this line from top to bottom, it will go, and once it come to that line, it will see that this is the string, this is the string. So it will go to this XML file. Okay, and there it will get the actual value of this string. Okay, so this is about string.xml file. Same thing with this style. So there you can provide different type of style, but today I will not tell you about it because it is little bit complicated. Basically, there we have provide different types of themes. Okay, there is predefined themes available in this Android Studio. So if I put a dot, then you will see the available theme. So I just put a dot, and I think it is not popping up. It is taking time. Wait. Oh, I think it become, it's taking time. Oh, dot. Okay, so there you can see there is a predefined themes, dialog alert, minimum width, dialog when large, no action bar. Okay, so this is a little bit complicated, so I am not covering it. So this is about the introduction of all these things. So now it's time to connect all these things, how it works. Okay, so I think you are all with me. Okay, so now I am going to draw design, then you can understand it easily. Okay, so what I do, I first I do. Okay, so suppose this is our Google Play Store. Okay, in my device. So this is a general thing that we download all the apps from Google Play Store. Okay. So what happens when I click on install button? So Google Play Store sometimes tell us that your device is not compatible for this app. Okay. If you have the old one, then you will see this message in some new app. Okay. So what happened? This and Google Play Store first look for this gradle file. So now our gradle files come there. Okay. So I am talking about this gradle file. Okay. So this Play Store look for our gradle file. I just write the name. So it will identify. Okay. So inside this gradle file, what it will be, file, this Google Play Store looking for this tag minimum SDK version. Okay, so if my phone is phone API is lower than 15, means I have the very old phone which has the Android OS Honeybean or Gingerbird. Okay, this is for 15 is for Jelly Bean. So if I have the Android OS that is the Honeybean, then I am going to install an app. So it will tell me that your device is not compatible for this app. Okay, so this Google Play Store always look for this minimum SDK, and then it will look for this compile SDK version. Okay, so this is about the gradle file. Once it is okay, then it will install the app in our phone. Okay, so now what we will do, we will click on the icon of our app. Okay, So just move to our manifesto file. Where is, okay, so this is inside, here is, okay. So when I click on app icon in my phone, so Android OS of my phone will look for this manifesto file, and inside it is looking for this tag, launcher tag. Okay, so there you can see this is launcher tag. So suppose this is my second activity and this launcher tag in inside this second activity, so my this Java file will be execute first. Okay, so it become the entry point for my app. Okay, so but right now it is in this main activity file. So okay, so yeah, so then it will go inside this on create method. Okay. Okay, so now I think it is hanging a little bit. Okay, now let me check. Let me draw. Okay, so now come to, okay, so this is our Android. Let me draw. Okay, so I just write everything. So type the name Android manifesto, Android, okay, Android manifest file. Okay. So this is the connection there. Now, so inside this Android manifesto file, we have our launcher activity. So launcher activities main activity. Okay. So just click on, just look at Android main activity.java file. So once cursor go inside this on create method, so it will look for the design, means for layout file. Okay, so there you can see the layout file is r dot layout dot activity main. Okay, so before that I want to create this tag is for main activity dot java file. Okay, and after that it will display the layout file. So layout file name is activity main. Okay, I just put the tag there. So tag is main activity, activity. Okay, so this activity is attached with a layout file. So this is the name of our layout file is activity main. Okay, so just draw the, okay, this goes there. Okay, so this is the connection between Java file and layout file. Okay, now so there is our color.xml file, string.xml file, style.xml file. Okay, so these all files are connected with the layout file. Okay, so it will be there. So I just type the name only. So color dot xml file, if I am using the any color, so it will call it. Okay, and string dot xml file. So at runtime all this data inside this xml file will be fetched and displayed to user using this layout file. Okay, So this is the structure that everything works. So I think you have understand all these things. Okay. Is it clear to you? Uh, these things are clear to you? Please let me know. Then I will continue. Okay. So this is the complete structure, and now now look at some options that we have in our Android Studio. So first I want to tell you about the run, then we will move to the other options. So there you can see a play button. Okay, so I want to run this code, so I will click on this run button. Okay, or either I can use this run tab. There is a run. Okay, you can also use this debug app option. It will do the same. It will open this tag there. So there in bottom you can see. Oh, come there. So there bottom you can see, you can click on Android monitor. So okay. So right now my device is connected with my system. So once you will connect your phone, it will display there. I will show you how to connect the phone with Android Studio. Okay. So all the log that we will create in our Java file, means log.e and log.a something. So it will display there also. Okay. So if there is any code in your app, so this pop-up, this window will open and it will show you the error log. Okay, there is so many options, all these things will be done there. Okay, so I just want to minimize it. Okay. Okay, so this is our run, and there is also a build option. So there is, you can see, clear project and rebuild project. Okay, so sometimes what happens, the everything is good, everything is correct, but the system become hang, or sometimes it takes long to make an index of everything. Okay, so basically I am talking about the gradle file. Once I will change any, write the code or make any change. Okay, so this gradle file create an index for everything. Okay, but sometimes it take time. So what you have to do, let me what you will see a red R. Okay, so the color of this R become red, or you will see there, right now it is black, you will see a red line there. Okay, so many lines if there is an error. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to go there and click on rebuild. Okay, or once click on clear project, so it will clean the all the cache files. Okay, and recreate an index file for all these things that you have changed. Okay, so this is about the build option or clean project and rebuild project option. Okay, now come to the tools. So this is very important. This is for Firebase service. We will work on it in advanced section. Okay, so come to this tag Android. So inside this, there is the AVD, Android Virtual Device Manager. Okay. So if I want to test my code in virtual device, so I have to click on it. Okay. And there is a SDK, Software Development Manager. So I am going to tell you about it first, and then I will move to there. Okay. So click on it. There is a shortcut also. So if you click on this option, then you will see this window. Both are the same. Okay. So right now you are seeing that 1, 2, 3, 4 check marks. Okay. But in your system, you will see this latest one N1. So there you can see the new Android OS is coming in next few months. The name will be O, okay, and Android 8.0. It is almost ready to introduce, okay, API 26. So what? Okay, so in your system you will not see this checkbox option, okay. You will see only one checkbox on this in 7.1.1 or maybe in 8.0, okay. So what you have to do, you have to install this different SDK version. Let me explore this option. So click on it. So package details, okay. This is very important thing that this will decide your app compatibility, okay. So look at this is the nuggets means latest version, okay. So for this version we have to install all these plugins. Actually these include the source code of Android SDK platform, source code for means new method that introduced in nuggets version, okay, and Google API. So you have to click in this checkbox and you have to install one by one. So suppose I want to install it, so I just check it. So there you can see the download option, okay. I think there you can see the download option. Once you click on it, check it like that, okay. So I will suggest you to install nuggets, marshmallow, okay, lollipop, and the lowest one is API 15, ice cream sandwich, okay. So you have to install all these things. uh, okay. So why I am telling you to install this, not install these KitKats and Jelly Bean this, because Android OS introduced so many changes in Lollipop version and in Marshmallow version, okay. So in Marshmallow it Android introduced a runtime permission, okay? So in previous version there is no such type of things, but they introduce new security features, runtime permission. So we have to install this SDK for Marshmallow, then we can check it on our app. Otherwise we cannot check the runtime permission features or all these things. So just click on it and install all these things. And one more important thing is it will take more than 2 GB space, okay. So install one by one, don't install all these things at a time. So what you have to do, you click on it, okay. So package details, and first go to the API 15. Where is API 15? 14, 15. So there is API 15, okay. uh, right now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 option is there. You can install all these things. Basically it is for display purpose. System image, API system image, these are the system here that we see in visual, okay. So this is not compulsory. I already have one image that is sufficient, okay. So important thing is Google API, SDK platform, and source code, okay. And this one also Intel SDK Atom system AI. So for every API version, whether it is 15, 16, or 17, whatever, you have to install these four things is compulsory, okay. So you look at it, look at on my. So in Lollipop, you can see Google API Android platform source 21, okay. Google API SDK platform 23 source Android 23. So all these options you have to install, then we can work on it, okay. Also go to this tab, SDK tools, okay, and you have to install these things. Google repository, Android support repository, solver the constant layout and constant layout for Android. Okay, you have to install these things too. So these are the also very important things. Okay, so after this session you will do these things. Okay, so I just going to take a 5-minute break. We will continue this session. Okay, is it okay?